Yo, Benny! I don't think he's home, man. Benny, man, yo. Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm MC Savant from the Kankasaurs. You can catch me on funnyordie.com/Kankasaurs, K-A-N-K-S-O-R-Z, you know what I'm saying? But right now, it's all about Benny TV. Yo, because my boy Benny the Gagoots got his own show. And I just want to give a big shout out to Benny. And in honor of that, I'm going to do a dope-ass freestyle, man. So he's got to figure out what rhymes with Benny. 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 What rhymes with Benny? Benny. What rhymes with Benny? Benny. He's in the Serengeti. He's hunting for a Yeti and he's always on the ready. And Benny's always merry when he's eating his spaghetti. But right now he's in the desert, so his palms are kind of sweaty. His good friend Freddie, he brought him that Ben and Jerry. And Yetis, they love the Ben and Jerry. So Benny caught that Yeti and we all threw confetti. Yeah, Benny. Benny TV, baby.
Benny TV, welcome to Benny TV. I am your host, Benny Rizzuti, and
I just woke up from a 7-year coma.
and he is your host, Ryan Rizzuti.
I am Ryan Rizzuti, not Benny TV.
No,
I'm Ryan TV.
he is. He's Ryan TV, and
Like
together,
TV Junior.
Yeah, right. Ryan TV Junior.
Slightly better than Baby Gagoots.
Very funny, very funny. Baby Gagoots.
TBS, very funny.
People know me as Benny Gagoots. So anyway, tonight we have a show where we are going to talk about. We're going to.
No, just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah, we're going to talk about movies, books, and music tonight.
We're going to talk about gift ideas for the holiday season.
Yes. Yeah,
What those gifts are? I don't know. I usually buy everything on the 24th or early. Well, yeah, the 24th. Early 24th, sometimes 23rd.
This is the first week in December. I want to, before I even say anything, I'll go further. I want to wish a happy Hanukkah to all of my Jewish friends out there.
Night 2.
Happy Hanukkah. Night 2.
Night 2.
And Hanukkah.
Hanukkah Night 2.
Yeah.
Sometimes the sequel's better than the original.
Sometimes. And in Hanukkah, I think every sequel is more fun. So,
I'm not Jewish.
happy Hanukkah. But first week of December, it's a good time to, you could still buy stuff online and get it in time.
Yes.
Okay.
All the way up to the 20th.
It depends online. If
Yeah,
you get it from
20th.
Amazon, yes.
Depends what
if
you
get
get.
it from, I've gotten some things from eBay this year. I'm very satisfied with both eBay and Amazon.
It's fun when you're auctioning for the Christmas gifts because it's like, oh, maybe the person will get this gift if I can get a really good deal on it. Otherwise, they're getting cold.
But now eBay does have you can buy it now. You could bid.
They do have the option.
the option. You could bid on it.
Some
or
items.
just buy, if you want it, yeah.
Some people, I like to call it the buy it now or the we want to make you sweat. You got to work for it.
Yeah, 2 days. You got 2 days.
You can't
5
talk to
hours.
anybody because you're just
Right.
like, you're constantly looking at it. And then, you're having a conversation, all of a sudden, bing, oh, I got to go. Oh, 10 cents more. Every time. You always got to go up 10 cents.
I've gotten some good deals, though. If it gets to, I usually give myself a level.
Yeah,
If
level
gets
it.
to yeah, level it.
Level it.
Because also you have to take into consideration sometimes they have shipping and handling. And I looked at something yesterday coming from Hong Kong.
Ooh,
and it was
Hong Kong.
$20 shipping and handling. So I didn't get it.
Damn it.
Okay, so you're not getting that under the tree.
I'm not getting the nunchuck set I
You're
want.
not getting the nunchuck signed by Bruce Lee. Not
All right,
the Bruce
so
Lee. Signed by.
That's offensive because I had nunchuck. I still have nunchucks with Bruce Lee on it.
Yeah, I forgot that
And that's
Bruce Lee was on
offensive to the memories that I have
Of those
of you
nunchucks?
getting me those nunchucks. And me having a friend try to accidentally knock himself out with the nunchucks.
it. You still have them somewhere?
That friend, yeah.
Oh, the nunchucks.
Oh yeah, those are self-defense.
That's good. No, I'm
Protect yourself at
glad.
all times.
I'm glad that money for karate classes went to good use. Very
Yeah.
happy about that.
Because I went.
And so did the film school.
I mean, I guess
Because
it
here we
went
are
well.
doing a show where we're going to talk about movies.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
But we're
thought
going
this
to talk
was.
about Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I thought that this was a baking show.
Yes, and
I guess I gotta go do something about those knishes I just put in the oven for the Hanukkah season.
In a bakery. Oh, for Hanukkah season? Yeah, you can have knishes and I don't even know.
I might have a Hanukkah friend watching, so hello to the Hanukkah friends.
I have a lot of Hanukkah friends, and just be lucky you don't get me as a gift.
Yeah, I did. I know technically it's reversed, but I don't see it that way.
I know you see it that you got that you're the parent and
Well, no.
I'm the
You're the
child.
parent, and I'm the child. But as life goes on and things change, as the world turns, the roles start to change as the wind of time seeps in and your hair grays and mine thickens into an adultish hue.
I want to break out into song. I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now.
So does anyone ever notice that my dad, every time he sings, it sounds like a Bob Dylan song? Doesn't matter what song
But
it is.
this was a Bob Dylan song.
Who knows? That could have been the Bee Gees.
I was doing.
Any song you sing.
I would like to do a comedy bit with singing songs like rock and roll songs as Bob Dylan, like "Mama, I just killed a man, put a gun against his head."
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, the famous
Pull my trigger.
Bob
Mamma
Dylan
mia,
song.
mamma mia, mamma mia. Look at me. Oh, mama. Anyway, yes. I will be talking about Bob Dylan later on in the show.
Oh,
Whoa, I've got some big Bob Dylan news for you Bob Dylan fans out there. There is
I don't know that news at all.
some great gifts. We're going to talk about gifts. I got a couple of good.
I don't know. You
Bob-
said news.
Well, it
Like
is
I thought you were
news.
gonna be like news,
like Bob Dylan's touring. Here's some news. Yeah, I'll give
all right,
you
you got some news.
Bob Dylan's got
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Bob Dylan
Break the
has a
tape.
tour coming out, and he's going to announce the tour dates, and he's not going to play one song that you went there to hear.
Never.
He's not going to
He's not gonna play one
You're not
song.
going to hear Mr. Tambourine Man because he's not in the mood that day. You're not going to hear. You might hear Knocking on Heaven's Door. You might hear that.
Well, that's because of the whiskey, right? His whiskey brand is Heaven's Door whiskey.
Which is one of the things I wanted to talk about. Yes.
Yeah, so
That he has a whiskey now.
he's got a whiskey.
Heaven's Door
Well,
whiskey.
Why wait? Let's start going into some holiday gift ideas right
Well,
now.
that's one.
We've only got an hour.
That's
We're
right.
running out of time.
We're running out of time. And
I'm energized. I didn't work today.
that's good. I work, so I'm like, I'm like slowing down.
I was at the computer repair shop all day.
Oh,
Did not go well for the computer. But I made a friend.
but you made a friend. Well,
Well, somebody I went to high school with, but yeah.
well, that's
Good guy.
great. No, that's
Nice man.
good. And in your line of work, you need friends. Me, I don't.
Yeah, I
need-
don't have any friends. I don't-
You have lots of friends.
yeah, I take applications now.
I believe you take application. I believe that we have friends who are going to say stuff about the show.
Oh, they're just gonna heckle us? They're just gonna
Yeah.
hecklers?
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
gonna
no, we have
heckle.
a few. We got a few.
We've got a few. Yeah.
Oh, Rick's Ryan knows karate. That's right, Rick. Watch out. Actually, I protect the office. I was gonna say the Saiyan, but that's Dragon Ball Z. But I'm the sensei of eating evolved.
And Eric, I can't pronounce your last name, but I'm going to try anyway. Eric Skuzvaland. Skuzvaland. It sounds like a planet in
I like it.
the Euro. Yeah. So
Don't
Eric,
insult them. It's a nice planet.
it's
We
a
like the
it's a
planet.
nice planet. We love your planet, Eric. Eric happens to be part of a group that they do like murder mystery shows and different comedy shows.
Okay, that's cool.
The Knock 'em Dead comedy. You've
Oh,
heard me talk
okay.
about.
That's awesome.
So Eric does Knock 'em Dead comedy, and he also has a radio show on. I'll give you a plug. Radio show on Gov's Radio.
Goes radio.
Gov's Radio, and he has a radio show in the afternoons, Monday through Friday. Him and Tony Walker.
Well, if we're
So,
doing plugs, the great Rick. I might pronounce your last name wrong because of someone screaming it wrong in the city, but I believe it's Guzmano. I believe the S is kind of like a Z, like it's Italian,
Yeah, Italian. And Guzmano.
So Rick Guzmano, one of the Sultan of Chocolate, one of the Sultans of Chocolate,
and a relative of ours,
is not
Dominic,
related to Rick.
who isn't related
I was
to
in the
Rick.
middle of a plug, Dad. You cut me
Oh,
off.
okay. I'm
not
sorry.
done.
Go back to the plug. I'm sorry.
Rick, the Sultan of Chocolate of Eating Evolved, great colleague of mine, a great gift for the holiday season.
Definitely.
If you like chocolate, there's no better gift than Eating Evolved chocolate. You can get it at eatingevolved.com, Thrive Market, Whole Foods, many delicious varieties, many kinds. It's a broad variety of dark chocolate, also cashew milk. We have a lot of great, delicious, organic chocolate made fresh with a smile, maybe a little bit of some happiness thrown in there. Some great product, and I'm not saying that because I work for the company, although I do work for the company, full disclosure, but amazing, amazing chocolate, and you should all eat it.
I do not work for the company.
Holiday.
I do not work for the company, and I love Eating Evolved chocolate. I really do, and I believe that it makes a great Christmas gift. A nice stocking stuffer.
Yes.
Yeah,
and if you're not following Eating Evolved on Instagram, you really should, and you should watch their daily show, Monday through Friday, Evolved 11, where they go into different stuff about the products. They have a lot of fun, different food stuff. They'll do trivia. I've been on the show. I've mentioned it many times. I did an apple cider donut on a string eating competition. I'm not going to say who won, but somebody won. You should watch it.
Okay, now that was
chocolate. It's food, not candy.
Rick Gusamano, right?
Gusamano.
I want to introduce you to John Giovanni Polano.
Polano.
You know John?
Yeah, I know John.
Yeah, John. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, John.
He wrote, "Let's go Mets." I wish you the best of luck with the Mets. You got a Christmas present. You got a $70 million Christmas present. No, $100 million.
$100 million plus however much they're paying Edwin Diaz.
But they got Diaz.
Well, Diaz is actually a really good deal.
So you know, and
you got rid of Jay Bruce. Merry Christmas to all.
It's starting out to be a wonderful Hanukkah. It really is.
It's a great Hanukkah.
It is.
The Mets got Cano. They got Diaz. They got rid of Jay Bruce. The Yankees exist. We got Paxton.
I'm a Yankee fan, but
when they get rid of Aaron Boone, I'll be much happier.
Me too.
I'm not. It's the holidays.
Can we trade the Mets for Aaron Boone?
Yeah, let's trade Mickey Callaway for Aaron Boone.
I'll take Mickey
so many
Callaway.
Mets fans try to tell me that Mickey Callaway's terrible and Aaron Boone's so much better. So let's trade. Let's find out. Let's trade for one season. We can trade them back unless Mickey Callaway wins a playoff game.
I like the fact of a pitching coach becoming
I do too.
A pitching coach managing a team.
Not a guy who got a lucky hit in 2003.
Yeah, right. That's all he got. A lucky hit, and he wasn't that great of a third baseman.
And he broke his foot playing basketball or however.
And they got rid of a player I liked a lot, Robert Ventura. They dumped Robert Ventura for Aaron Boone. Aaron one-hit wonder Boone. So anyway, John, I wish you and the Mets best of luck. I really do, because I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm not a Met hater. I want both New York teams. I want all New York teams to be good. It's fun for sports. If the Giants and Jets were both in the playoffs, that's amazing to me. The Mets and Yankees in the playoffs together is amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love whatever the outcome. May the best team win. I
would like to see the Mets be successful.
I would, and I feel bad. I think that Mickey Callaway got a bad break last year because I thought there was
a lot of injuries. There was a lot of issues with that team.
Even Michael Kay, who you may know him, he's got a show. So
he's got a show. Might be more.
It's not on Strong Island television. So, but anyway, Michael Kay has this little show, and he picked the Mets to make it to the playoffs last season.
Yes.
And I thought they would make it. And just bad breaks. I don't blame Mickey Callaway. Let's say that it was his freshman year, and let's give him...
we'll give him another chance. I mean, I'll give Aaron Boone another chance, too, but I've never liked Aaron Boone, and I'm not going to start now.
Me neither. And Robert Ventura, who was a Met, when the Yankees traded for him because of Aaron Boone.
Because Aaron Boone
blew his knee out.
He broke his coccyx.
No, that's when we got the other
that was
guy.
Carl Pavano. Carl Pavano broke his coccyx.
Yeah. No, we got we got Ventura because Scott Brocious retired. That's why we got Ventura. Then
And we got him from the Mets, right?
from the Mets.
Full circle.
For
David Justice.
David Justice.
Who they then immediately turned around and sent to Oakland.
to Oakland, right. They-
Immediately.
For another player. Yeah.
For another player,
They
like
didn't even have him come to a press conference.
No,
or
they just
anything.
immediately
They're
sent
like,
him to Oakland.
don't unpack your bags.
Yeah.
Give us a minute. We got to make a phone call. And he went
Yeah, they're
over.
just like, oh, good, you're here, and goodbye. We're never going to see you again. I mean, that
Oh,
was the end of David Justice's
And
career.
I have to bring this up.
Oh, we got to bring it up.
Yeah. Rick Cusimano said Nolan Ryan and Robert Ventura. So anyway, Rick, I'm going to tell you a little something a little bit of baseball history. When Nolan Ryan got, what happened was he was hitting some of the Chicago White Sox players. They didn't like it. Ventura got hit, and he charged the mound. And Nolan Ryan, as 46 years old or in his 40s, put this 20-year-old kid in a headlock and was pounding him in the face. And at the exact moment that was happening, this young man was born.
Hey!
It was his birthday, and it was at the exact time.
Exact moment I was
Exact
born is when
moment
the Nolan Ryan
that
Robin
Nolan
Ventura
Ryan
happened.
was beating Robert Ventura. Ryan was born. That is not a lie. That is not hyperbole. That actually happened.
That's how I was born, and Nolan Ryan did beat the
because
heck
I was in
out of Robin Ventura.
I was in the delivery room, and then after Ryan was born, then I checked the paper and saw that at the exact time I was in the delivery room was when that altercation happened. So that
Check
was
the paper
thing.
because there was no cell phones back then.
No cell
the
phones.
Dark
sorry.
Ages.
Yeah, it was the Dark Ages, and I was too tired to put you had to put on the news.
And then my mom just writes true story.
Yes, true story, definitely. So that was. I'm
She's
glad
like,
you
I know,
brought
I
that
was
up.
there too.
Yeah.
Don't
Was
forget
she-
about me.
Was she there? I don't remember seeing you on.
You can never remember those things, you know.
I don't remember my memory. No, but I remember the baseball. She's probably writing. Yeah, you remember the baseball game, but you don't remember the fact that I'm the one that did all the work. You did all the work. It was a very
Rizzuti
long
family
delivery.
lore.
But when he was born was at that moment, and it was just coincidence because a lot of friends of mine who know I love baseball were like, "So you named Ryan after Nolan Ryan?"
I've said that. I've asked you that. And then
And-
you're like, nope.
I say no. Ryan was just a good name. If it was a boy, you were gonna be Ryan, and Ryan Rizzuti just fits you.
And if I was girl, I was going to be Raina.
Raina.
No.
Raina.
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 No, it was
I
just
like
going to
it.
be Ryan.
It was gonna be Ryan either way.
Yeah.
No,
It was going to be Ryan with like a Z or something. I don't know. Being a fancy.
Zion.
It's going to be Ryan with an I-A. It was going to be R-I-A-N because I'm different.
Okay, look, we're going off track here. Now
That
let's
was a fun track we went
That
down.
was a
though.
fun
we were talking
track.
baseball,
All right.
Nolan Ryan.
Okay. And I even want to, I don't know if we're going to have time. I want to squeeze in a couple of trailers
There's always
from
time.
from movies that
I might have to run away.
You might have to run away, so I'll throw a trailer in. And I want to talk about right now some books, and we have pictures of some books that you might want to get.
We got
people for-
pictures of books.
Pictures of books that you might want to get for a Christmas present. As far as I'm concerned, books are always a great Christmas
I
present.
love books.
And,
I have many of them
some of
that I
your
like to
best
look
books
at on my shelf.
Go to Barnes & Noble. You know, you can go to Amazon and get books. And an Amazon book, let's see if we could bring this picture up of Midmen, an award-winning book, Midmen,
Ooh.
by my very good friend Steve Oakes, GED, that's his diploma. But
His diploma. Also a writer on several episodes of Rugrats.
6 episodes of
Six
Rugrats.
episodes of Rugrats.
Some other cartoons, some Steven Spielberg produced cartoons. So I think the Animaniacs possibly.
He did an episode of Animaniacs.
I believe he might have written some of that. And he's written some very good books, some good, I'll call this one a bestseller. As you can see, all the awards on top. It's won many awards. You can get this on Midmen, the Modern Man's Guide to Survivor's Midlife Crisis. You can get this book. at Amazon, and there's a good sale on it.
There's a nice
You can
sale.
get it for $10.
Ooh, what
Or
a
you can get
deal!
the Kindle version, I think, is like $2.99.
$2.99
for the Kindle version, but
Gotta
you
get
want to
that Kindle.
get the paperback. It's very nice. I own a copy, and I didn't get it for free, so I'm talking about the book because I really like it. And I teased when I first got it. I did a different show, and I teased Steve about it. I'm not going to tease you about it, the fact that I'm not in the acknowledgments page when I feel I should be. But I'm just joking. It's a great book. I love it. It's a lot of fun. You'll laugh. You'll cry.
And you cry some more.
And you'll laugh some more. Another book
Another
is
book.
In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash by
Ooh.
Gene Shepard.
Jean Shepard.
Gene Shepard, a man who, as Steve Oakes once told me, he said Gene Shepard never told the same joke twice, and he was that funny. He was a very funny man. He had a radio show, and he took those stories. He used to tell stories, very funny stories, put them into a book. In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. And I'll tell you a little something about this book.
Yeah, what about this book? That seems so interesting.
It's so interesting. Some of Gene Shepard's stories from when he was a youth were taken from this book and put into a famous Christmas movie.
Oh, what Christmas movie could that be, Father?
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story?
With Ralphie and the BB gun.
And he shoot his eye out.
And
That
Gene-
happened to Gene Shepard as a lad.
As a lad. And Gene Shepard also narrates the movie.
Yes, he does.
Right. He
Yes,
narrates the movie. So it's a great book. I won't tell you too much about it, but it's not a Christmas book. So it's not A Christmas Story was
his whole
not
family, right?
adapted. Yeah.
Just the stories of his family.
Of his family, of the neighborhood, his friends. So like those friends, Finn and Flick.
Yeah,
and everything.
Flick.
Flick. There's other stories about them in the summertime. It's not so they didn't. It's not like an adaptation. A Christmas Story is not an adaptation of this book. It's only parts of the book.
Yes,
so the
just
book is a
parts.
much better story. It's a lot of fun, and you can get that. Barnes & Noble has it.
Barnes & Noble has it.
And
Amazon,
Amazon.
has it.
Barnes & Noble, Amazon.
That weird guy with the trench coat and with the big van behind the bookstore has it. That
No,
guy.
there is. Do not go behind that van and behind the building into that van, and his candy is stale.
Speaking of holiday gift ideas, anybody remember that episode of Full House where they do that? Where they're going to get this like toy set, and they go to get the toy set and they can't get it, so they go to some weird guy in a van and he sells them the toy set and it's all messed up and broken. Oh, that Full House! What a hoot! That Danny Tanner.
I
Let me tell you.
I remember now. We're going back at least 15 years ago. Tickle Me Elmo was a.
That was
big,
longer than 15 years ago.
All
And it's
right.
back now. It's popular again.
Okay, Tickle Me Elmo was a big toy, and you couldn't get it in Christmas time. Couldn't get it. So
That was like 20 years ago.
20 years ago, John Gotti Jr. He went to a warehouse and bought a whole bunch of them. And and then I went to the bank. It was like a couple of days before
And
Christmas.
Johnny Gotti Jr. was there.
And there was somebody in a car. I was in the bank, and when I was coming out, there was a guy just parked because all these people were leaving the ATM machine, right?
Yeah.
And holding a Tickle Me Elmo. This guy. And
Like
thank
he's
God-
scalping
like
tickets.
He's scalping Tickle Me Elmos. He was scalping them, and that was like the big news at the Tickle Me Elmo. And I'm so thankful that you did not want Tickle Me Elmo.
I never was interested. He's a nice guy, but I was never interested.
So I didn't get this. So I have no idea what the price was, but they were scalping Tickle Me Elmo.
like $150, something crazy.
Oh,
like that.
crazy! People were paying to get
I mean,
you know,
those weren't cheap to begin with back in the day, but like I don't think that they were like $40. Like, right? They were. The Tickle Me Elmo wasn't a cheap toy. It had electronics and went ooh and like it shook. It's like, you know what they should? Why haven't they made a Pillsbury Doughboy toy? That's all I'm saying. That's all I want. I just want to push it, and he goes, ee, and he like does a little thing with his hands.
Well,
and then like you can use them like when you bake goods. You can, like his hands are made of wood, his arms, and you can put like the baking sheet on it or something. I don't know, or maybe rubber.
But this
I
is a
don't know.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
But the Pillsbury Doughboy, he's a toy.
Robotic? How
but
big
he's-
would he be?
you're like yay big, but you know the kids can play with him, and then he's good for the baked goods.
A
the
toy,
holiday
you know
season.
what? A toy that can actually be useful to people.
Well,
A toy that clean up after a party.
Christmas movie I don't think you've ever seen, but I'm a fan of, is the third Harold and Kumar film, A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Yeah, I didn't see
Where
that one.
there's a big toy in that is WaffleBot. And it shows like one of those commercials for the WaffleBot. It's this big robot that's like, I love you, here's some waffles. And it like falls in love with Kumar, and it's like Kumar, and it like saves him. But in the commercial in the movie, it like shows somebody like get hot maple syrup and burn their hand like a kid, and like electrocute themselves on a waffle iron, like actually put their hand in a waffle iron, and then WaffleBot comes and they watch it and they're like stoned, like WaffleBot's awesome, and then he gets a WaffleBot because Neil Patrick Harris gives him one because he doesn't like it because he's always like, I hate you, WaffleBot, and WaffleBot's sad.
That's very funny. That's probably the Harold and Kumar movie I would have liked.
Yeah, and you didn't. Yeah, because you didn't like 1 and 2.
I
and
didn't like 1
you
and 2.
You had to take me to those.
I
I wasn't
just-
old enough.
I reached a point where I don't know what funny is anymore. I really don't. There's certain movies that make me laugh. Those were two of them that weren't. And the Hangover movies. I never saw the third Hangover movie either.
You kind of liked the first one.
I kind of liked it.
You liked it more than you liked Paranormal Activity, which came out the same
Oh,
year.
forget about Paranormal. Don't
Remember-
even listen. We're going off track.
No, but I want to tell the story. So we're leaving the theater. My dad is pissed. He's like, I wasted money to see this Paranormal Activity. I read things in the paper saying it was the scariest movie ever made. Like, you came to me being like, I kind of want to see that. That looks really good.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, let's go. And you're walking down the stairs and you're pissed because the movie sucked and you hated it. And there's a bunch of girls that are walking like in the same thing, and you just turn, you go, ah, and you scare all the girls that are walking. And then you just look at them and go, see, I was scarier than the whole movie. Then you walked out and you were like satisfied with that was my money's worth. Yeah.
That's me. I'm the type of guy. I'm the guy that would shout something out in the movie in a quiet moment. But the
I do
right
that,
type,
but you get
the right type of movie.
I'll only do it in horror movies where the majority of the people are under the age of 30. That is my caveat.
Well,
Because other than that, I feel like I'm being rude.
well, sometimes
All those
it
other
just-
people, they're mostly the rude ones, so I kind of, I'm combating
All right,
it.
okay,
You know, I've been
all
that annoying 16-year-old in the movie theater. I get back at them. I know where you've been about, son, because I was you.
Well, like I said earlier, I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now.
That's when you know nobody knows what you're referencing.
It's Bob Dylan. My friends who are watching, they know. Anna Marie Simonetti Campbell knows what I'm talking about. Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. And, you're talking about toys. So here's an idea. It's only $20 if you can get it in the Hallmark store.
Okay.
I bought myself one the other day. I don't think we have a picture to show, but you can get the HAL 9000 computer, a little replica of just
Yeah, we don't have a photo.
just the part, the camera part of HAL 9000 computer from 2001: A Space Odyssey, because of the 50th anniversary. And he says like 3 or 4 things.
He's like, I'm afraid I can't do
Yeah,
that.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. Dave.
He does the Daisy.
Yeah, and at the end, the last one, he sings Daisy, where he's
Is he
getting
shutting
slow,
down?
shutting
Yeah.
down, Daisy, Daisy. But he said, the HAL 9000 computer has never malfunctioned, has never. And if you know the story, the HAL 9000 is the scariest being in the movie. It really is.
yeah.
And you see apes beating up each other with bones.
But that computer, even by today's standards, obviously, you know, that computer doesn't seem that scary, but just the voice, the way it is, it's still like very creepy. It's unsettling.
It's very unsettling, and so I bought that that was a family gift. You know, I justify
the family.
I justify squandering money on the holidays by saying this is for the family, and Nancy will say, but I don't like Hallie scares me. But it's a family
for the family.
It's a family gift. So that's a fun toy type of thing, and it's a Christmas.
Yeah.
It's an ornament. So it's a tree.
It's an ornament. Yes,
it's an ornament.
I have one for the holiday season. One you can always pick up a very nice "You're Killing Me" small shirt from like a Target or a Walmart. If you're from the '90s, you love this shirt. You love the Sandlot. You appreciate it. I wear this shirt. This shirt's good for bar mitzvahs. It's good for birthdays. It's good for just wearing around the house. You go into the movies. You go in, you know, you go into like a birthday party for like your friend's sister, and you go into Chili's. Like you don't really want to go, but they're like, no, you gotta go because like they went to a thing for you, so like, you feel bad if you don't go and reciprocate, so you go anyway. Yeah, it's a good shirt for that.
Okay, great.
And then. Oh,
yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. The other one I have is, it's kind of a twofer, but it's the book and the movie of Ready Player One.
Okay, yes, and you've spoken about that.
Yes, it's a book that I'm a very big fan of that I read, and it's a movie that I'm a really big fan of that I've watched, and I own both. The book, Ready Player One's written by Ernest Cline. The movie's directed by Steven Spielberg, and it came out this year, and it's out on Blu-ray now. If you have someone in your family that's a fan of pop culture, that's a fan of the 80s, that's a fan of movies, video games, music, science fiction, Goonies-like science fiction stories. They like Amblin Entertainment films from Steven Spielberg, kind of his old school films, kind of like his E.T. or things they would have produced like Goonies, stuff like that. I highly recommend it. If they're into video games, they'll very much enjoy it. It's kind of got a Willy Wonka feel to it too, so if you're a fan of Willy Wonka and the structure of that, kind of feels like a fable. There's a lot of stuff that I really like about it. There's all sorts of characters from different movies.
And the book and movie are similar.
Similar, but very different at the same time.
But very different. So that's why, you know, whoever you get it for, they can read, so they'll sit down and read it and then see the movie. And I like that when a book and movie are both good.
Yes.
They're both good separately. Another one is The Green Mile.
The Green Mile, yes. The movie and the book of that is amazing. That's also another great gift to get.
Yeah, that's another great gift. And The Godfather, part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And the book. The book has some insight. I still like the book, even though I consider the movies superior in a way. Mm-hmm. But
and most of those you'll find on sale this holiday season.
Yes, and you can get them now.
I bought Ready Player One for $7 on Black Friday on Blu-ray.
Ooh. All right,
what a deal.
I think we should show a trailer.
Let's show a trailer.
We're going to show a trailer of a movie that's big on Christmas that I bought.
Let's see if we have it.
But
what do you have? What is it?
It's A Wonderful Life. Do we have
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, so let me just say something.
Preamble.
I went to little setup. Went to Best Buy over the weekend, and they have this DVD for $10, and it's on. You can get it on sale, $10, and it's the original black and white version and the color version, with many special features.
Ooh.
So for $10, it's a bargain. We're gonna go and show the video.
It's a
Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Mary, I know what I'm going to do tomorrow and the next day and next year and the year after that. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world.
George, Terry, you're shaking the house down. Stop it.
Oh, let them alone. I wish I was up there with them.
This is me. You remember me? George Bailey. What is it you want, Mary? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. I wish I had $1 million. Hot dog! I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need help.
At exactly 10:45 p.m. Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
I don't want any plastics, and I don't want any ground floors, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that? I want to do what I want to do.
It isn't Christmas until you see It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story,
Boom.
which we do.
and
right?
Elf.
And Elf, yes.
And,
Elf is a big one.
The Grinch Stole Christmas, but I prefer the animated, the 20-minute version with Boris Karloff, the pristine
Yes,
version.
I agree with you. That's my favorite version, and I love the A Christmas Carol.
Christmas
with
Carol.
Alistair Sim. That's my favorite.
I like the one with Scrooge McDuck.
That's
my-
a good one too.
That's my favorite.
Scrooge
that shows
McDuck,
the difference in age.
He
between
was
the
one
two.
hell of an actor, Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, that's Scrooge.
Not as good as Bugs Bunny, but
I mean, they're two different kinds of guys, you know?
okay, yeah.
Scrooge McDuck's a different animal, you know?
All right.
Duck, bunny, you know? So we have a couple more.
Yeah, a couple more.
I know you want to talk about your hat.
Yeah, I want to talk about. Go to the TKO Strong Foundation.
TKO Strong Foundation.
And TKO Strong Foundation is my nephew, his little cousin, has microvillus inclusion disease, which is a rare and, as of right now, an incurable intestinal disease. And the TKO Strong Foundation is seeking money that they're giving this money to doctors in search of a cure for not only Thomas Kevin Honorado, but for other children who have this disease, and they're helping other families with the So go to the TKO Strong Foundation online. You can find them on Facebook, but go to their website and make a donation, and you can also buy some great clothes. They have hoodies. They have
all
I don't
sorts of
have enough.
stuff.
They have all sorts of stuff which make wonderful Christmas gifts. So the TKO Strong Foundation makes great Christmas gifts. Yes.
Do you have anything else you want?
Oh, I have. How about you? You have anything? Because
I mean, Ready Player One was my big.
was your big one. All
That
right.
was my piece de resistance.
Okay.
You know. That was,
Well then, since Ready Player One is kind, let's go back old school
Oh,
with
let's
some
take-
of
let's
the
take it
strange.
back.
Take it back.
we're gonna go back.
Take it back.
Way back.
And I think we have a picture of this Twilight Zone audio play.
We do have that.
Okay. This is a Twilight Zone radio dramas, and it is the original episodes redone for radio, hosted by Stacy Keach, and there are
Stacy Keach.
many different volumes with different actors. So each volume has different actors, but they all have Stacy Keach,
Stacy Keach.
and I have two of them. And
How many
and
volumes?
they're
There's a lot, right?
there's a lot of
like
there's many
6
volumes.
or 7
yeah,
or more than
you
that.
can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Barnes and Noble.
Yes, if you're a fan
Yeah.
of Twilight Zone, you can't go wrong
Highly
with that for a
recommend
big
it.
Twilight Zone fan this holiday season.
Or that hard to get person that you know loves Twilight Zone, then the Twilight Zone radio dramas are great.
Yes.
They're,
Or if you want to do one of those things where it's like a me gift or something like that, you can get CBS All Access as a subscription and tell them, sometime next year they're going to come out with a new Twilight Zone show.
yes.
And But you know, you
I'm
really
very
got it because
excited.
you like to watch the spin-off of The Good Wife, The Good Fight, and you like to watch those reruns of Raymond. So you really got it for yourself, but you're like, hey, you know, Twilight Zone's coming. Or, you know, they have the Star Trek show, so that's a good
Audiobooks are great.
Streaming services are great this holiday season.
Yes. Okay. So you get somebody a streaming service or audiobook. I like to have the thing. I like to
Strangle
own
it.
I like.
Strangle it.
I want to hold it
Take
and
the
look
life
at
right
it.
out of it.
Hold it and look
Oh,
at it. You know,
it's a-
years ago
it's a book.
we had albums, and the albums had posters in them, and speaking of albums, there is a Bob Dylan album. I don't have a picture for this one, but there's a Bob Dylan. For those of you that are fans of Blood on the Tracks, and you may know songs like "Tangled Up in Blue" and "Idiot Wind."
Oh, Idiot
Idiot
Wind.
Anyway,
Who doesn't know that one?
they've been coming out with this bootleg series and everything. Now they have Bob Dylan, More Blood on the Tracks, and it is different takes,
Dirty tracks.
different takes recorded of the songs.
Yeah.
So there is from what I understand, there's a big compilation of a lot of discs, but then you can get the single disc, which is something I would love for Christmas. Bob Dylan, More Blood on the Tracks, single disc. So you get to hear all the songs on the album in different versions that Bob had recorded, and the Bob Dylan bootleg series has been very popular.
I do find it funny they call it the bootleg series when it can't be a bootleg.
Yeah, I know.
If it's your own songs
that you recorded
in the studio.
I know,
that's
but
being released by your studio.
But it's
for profit
the recordings
that you're getting.
The recordings that he chose, you know.
Yeah,
he chose different ones.
It's the reject tracks.
But they're not reject. From what I understand with Bob Dylan, More Blood on the Tracks, I've read reviews and they're all positive reviews. They said you don't need like all the discs to hear 6 versions of Tangled Up in Blue when you could get the one disc has really good different versions. So that and A Star Is Born soundtrack, the new A Star Is Born. That
great
soundtrack
film.
is selling. It's selling like crazy. That would make a great Christmas gift for anybody, especially for a mom or a girlfriend. That's a great stocking stuffer right there. A Star Is Born soundtrack that's flying off the shelf, from what I understand.
And if you're looking for something to fly off the shelves and you have anyone in your family that's a hip-hop enthusiast, you can get either the Astro World album by Travis Scott, which is kind of just as high up there, or you can get Meek Mill's new album. I believe it's called Champions. It's either Championships or Champions. And that's another big album in the world of hip-hop. And another album in the world of rock is the band Greta Van Fleet, which I'm a very big fan of.
Oh, I love
They sound very similar to Led Zeppelin. And they're a bunch of young kids, and they're great. They're brilliant. If you haven't heard Greta Van Fleet, I highly recommend it.
I would love a Greta Van Fleet CD in my stocking.
Yeah. So anyone that you know in your family is a Led Zeppelin fan or more of a classic rock enthusiast, and you want to give them a new band, Greta Van Fleet's definitely the band to do that with.
Definitely. I wish we had a picture of the band. I love them. Ryan's been playing them for me, and they sound like Zeppelin, but
it's like you found an old Zeppelin album.
Yeah, it's like you found an old Zeppelin album, but there's a little other influences. I hear some Journey influences in there. I hear a little bit of Geddy Lee and Rush. So I hear. So I highly recommend. I would love that in my stocking. Hint, hint. So let me take my hat off. TKO strong, baby. So, but and one more album for my Grateful Dead. I can't leave the Grateful Dead fans
the
out.
Deadheads.
The Deadheads.
You can get a nice tie-dye shirt.
You can
because you don't have enough if you're a Grateful Dead fan. You clearly can never have enough tie-dye shirts. So get him another tie-dye shirt.
Last year, my beautiful, wonderful wife got me. I think 4 or 5 Jerry Garcia ties. And they are always cool. The Jerry Garcia ties are cool. And I've worn them whenever I wear my suit, I wear a Jerry Garcia tie. But that isn't what I want to talk about.
Is this year I got him a lock of John Mayer's hair.
Yeah, John Mayer now plays with them, and they're known as Dead and Company. But if you're if you are a Grateful Dead purist, or if you love the Europe 72 album, which was a 3-record set when it had originally come out, there is now, you can get on CD, and I got this at Amazon. I didn't even know about it. Found out Europe 72 Part 2.
Part 2?
Part 2. So played in Europe. The reason that the original Europe 72 had some old favorites like Truckin' was on it.
Truckin'.
Truckin' and Sugar Magnolia.
Sugar Magnolia.
But then there were a lot of songs done for the first time that you never knew. Jack Straw and Mr. Charlie. So some Tennessee Jed. But anyway, Europe 72 Part 2 has songs that you've heard that the Grateful Dead has done before, but with the same recording quality as the original, because the recording quality on Europe 72 is amazing. And so this is a great Part 2, and it's a lot of Sugar-y. There is a version of Dark Star that will blow you away.
Blow you away.
Blow you away. Dark Star, Me and My Uncle is on it, Bertha. A lot of great songs. Look it up. I got it on Amazon. You could probably get it through Barnes & Noble, too, if they might order it for you.
I'm sure you can get it through them order. But Amazon, Best Buy's actually kind of phasing out their CDs.
Yeah, they don't have
now.
the CDs that they used to have.
So I would steer away from them. But your local CD, record shop, Looney Tunes, there's a couple others around the island that are really great. Another CD I would recommend is the Counting Crows Mega Hits Collection, where it's actually just Mr. Jones 17 times.
He does that. I happen to be a Counting Crows fan, and he says every song.
And I'm a fan
like
of all their songs, which is just different variations of Mr. Jones.
It's not. But anyway, we're going to show a trailer.
We're going to show a trailer, and I'm going to disappear into the darkness. And when will I return, we'll never know. I might not be here next week. I might be here the week after. I might be here next week. We don't know.
Oh, yeah, next week.
I forgot. I was having so much fun. I forgot to review Creed 2. Go see it. It's amazing. I'll do a better review sometime, another time, but go see Creed 2.
Yeah, next week we have a show which you may...
I might not be on it. I might just be in the back doing my engineering thing.
Next week we have the director and screenwriter of Gender Bender, and maybe some surprise guests will come on from the cast from the movie Gender Bender. Gilbert Gottfried is in this movie. Joey Cola, Chris Roach, a lot of people. Kevin Downey Jr. What's his name there? The very good-looking actor.
Bruce Vilanch.
Bruce Vilanch. Shut up. Eric Roberts is in it. He has a small role in it.
Okay.
And we have some giveaways next week. So
we got to give some stuff away.
Give some stuff away. So thank you, Mr. Rizzuti.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. And we're going to show a trailer. I mean, what better way to end a holiday show than with a Clint Eastwood trailer?
A Clint Eastwood trailer,
nice.
Indeed.
Because
I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Because when you're with your family in the holidays, you want to watch a Western.
There you go.
There you
see you soon.
Thank you, Ryan. See you soon. Thank you.
A drifter came riding out of the West. You know him as Clint Eastwood. The citizens of Largo didn't know him at all.
What did you say your name was again?
I didn't.
Fear was in their greeting. Murder was in their minds.
We were talking about hiring a gunfighter.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that fella there. Now, who is he? Where's he coming from?
You don't want to get shot. You don't want your shops or your houses burned. You don't want your women touched. You don't want anything to happen. Except you're afraid to do anything about it.
That stranger's got everybody in this town at each other's throats.
One man against one town. Not bad odds.
About time this town had a new sheriff.
I'm the sheriff.
And the mayor.
I'm the mayor.
Any objections?
They shot my ear off!
I'll kill every man right now!
You know what you are. You're an animal.
Well, you have a way of bringing that out.
They didn't know him when he drifted into town. Now they'll never forget him.
Who are you?
Out of the flame and fury of the frontier, the Old West lives again as only John Ford can recreate it. People with wonderful characters who have become legend in their own time. Of them all, two are the most memorable: Liberty Valance and the man who shot him.
That's my steak, Valance.
You heard him, dude. Pick it up.
I said you, Liberty. You pick it up.
And the man who shot him was justifiably destined to become a hero. Yet, strangely enough, only one of these people could be sure he knew the identity of the man who shot Liberty Valance.
Now you stay out of this, Donovan. He's been hiding behind your gun long enough. You got a choice, dishwasher. Either you get out of town, or tonight you'll be out in that street alone. You all heard him say he had a gun in his hand, didn't you?
I didn't say that.
That ain't murder, Mr. Marshall. That's a clean-cut case of self-defense. Now get out of my way. This time, right between the eyes.
Well, last week we talked about Westerns. We talked about John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, but didn't have enough time to show the trailer, so I wanted to show them two great movies. They are both available. The High Plains Drifter and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance are both available. You can get them wherever DVDs are sold, especially I bought both of them at Barnes & Noble. So that's our show tonight. Had a great time. As I said, happy Hanukkah to all of my Jewish friends. Have a great week to everybody. Thank you for watching Benny TV on Strong Island Television. See you next week. Bye.